All right, so here we're supposed to find the distance between the points -1, 3 and 7, 6. So if we draw this out a little bit, we won't be very good at it. So -1, 3, and then we have 7, 6. It's going to look something like that. And so those are the points, and we want to find that distance. Now we need to find what each of those are. Again, that's 7, 6, and that's a -1, 3. Not drawn to scale, but pretty close anyway. All right, so how far is distance x? Well, we're going from 7 down to -1, so that's going to be an 8 distance, right? And if we're going from here 3 up to 6, that's a 3 distance, okay? So we know that 8 squared plus 3 squared is equal to d squared. So 8 squared is 64 plus 9 is equal to d squared. And so it's going to be what? 73 is equal to d squared. Square root of that, square root of that. We only want the positive distance. So the distance is equal to the square root of 73. And again, most of the time they're going to want the exact value. So we'll just leave it as at this time. Okay, so that's how we do it. So sometimes, they'll give us 2 points. We just have to kind of assume that's what it's looking like. We could have also gone, up this way and over this way, and that's still going to be 8 and 3, and that's still going to be the diagonal. We could have looked at it that way as well. It wouldn't have hurt. Okay. All right, so now it says we're supposed to find x, which is this value, if the distance between the points is given as 82. So now let's look at this. So we have, again, now it says assume x is positive. So x is going to be somewhere up here, over here rather, and then it's going to be a -2. And then we're going to have an 82 and 16. So it's going to be way the heck out here, and 16. Okay, so we're going to call it 82 comma 16. So now my great straight line here, bigger circle to make it fit, and then this is what we're looking at here. So this one was x minus 2. The distance between those two is 82. So we know the hypotenuse this time. What else do we know? Well, we know from 16 down to -2, it's going to be what? Well, that's going to be 18. So now what we need to do is it, yeah, the y is 18. And so now what we need to do is we need to figure out how far this one's going to be. So we need to figure out basically this distance, and we'll just call that, I guess we can call it, what is it going to be? 82 minus x. Okay. And so we have that 82 minus x. So let's write down what we have here. So the 82 squared is going to be our c, and then that's equal to, and then we have an 18 squared, so that's going to be kind of our b maybe, and then plus, and then we have 82 minus x squared, so that's going to kind of be our a. Now, what we need to do is we need to go ahead and multiply all this kind of out. So this is going to be what? 6724 equals, and then 18 squared is going to be 324, if I remember right, plus, and then 6724 minus, and 2 times that is 6164x plus x squared. Okay. So that is what we have here. Now, this cancels this. And so now we have 0 equals, we have x squared minus 164x plus 324. Now we have to factor this. I'm going to try, what am I going to try? I don't know what I'm going to try. Let's divide it by 2, so that's 162. That would work. So x minus 2, x minus 162, because that's going to be -2 minus 162, that's minus 164. Multiply it, we get that. So here, x is going to be either 2 or x is going to be 162. Okay. Now, does that work? And what that means is it could be here or it could be that direction. and all the way off the screen where we can't even see it at 162 because there's going to be two values that appears to be here. All right. Now with those two values, do they both work? Let's check. So if we plug in a 2, we're going to have a distance of what? From 2 to 82. So that's going to be a distance of 80. Okay, that works. And so 80, let's see here, 80 squared plus 18 squared is equal to 6724, which is what this side equals. So that one works. And if we take 162 minus 82, guess what? We get 80 again. And so that one's going to work as well. Okay, so it just has it onto a different side. So we actually have a triangle this way and a triangle this way. So we have one over here, we have one over here, and this is kind of that in between. This is that middle piece right here. So it kind of really more looked like that. Didn't have that piece there, but that's how it looks. Okay, so we actually get two values for x here. So that was not one I was expecting to get, but I guess we should have since we're going to get an x squared in the term. All right, let's stop there and let's come back for some more.